Welcome back to Magipedia, the online encyclopedia teaching and revealing magic tricks. In this episode I want to talk about the Hindu shuffle. So it can be used to just shuffle cards in a more interesting way, or it can be used to force a card. Just tell me when to stop. There. Okay, remember that card? Good. Was it the Seven of Diamonds? I thought so. So it can be used to shuffle a deck or to force a card. So I'll talk about the basic shuffle first. You're holding the cards in Mechanic Script. Come over and grab them kind of as if you're going to do the move before a glide where you show them the card like that if you're doing it that way around. Then you are taking cards off the top. So you need quite a light grip because it's only the top cards that you want to take off. Swinging the top round, and your left hand stays still, and you're swinging the cards round and just taking off the top few and then slamming the final little packet back down. I guess you could keep the other hand fairly still and take them off like that, but I find that they may drop out of here. So I prefer to keep them kind of pointing down a bit and just move the right hand in my case. Obviously if I was left-handed I'd be doing it the other way around. I have no idea if I can actually do this. I'll be holding them ready to deal. Come over and grab off the top. That was quite a big portion. Then just hold them nice and flat. I've never done this before. And you're keeping your finger there to stop them falling off the front. Doesn't feel very natural at all. You could also use it to control the bottom card to the top. So you just keep on shuffling them until you've got nothing left. And it'll be at the top, but I probably wouldn't use it for that. So once you've got that down, that's something to practice while you're watching TV and stuff. Once you've got that down, you can then use it to force a card. So the most common way to use it to force a card is have the card on the bottom, and it's just an illusion that it looks like you're taking cards from the bottom, I suppose, because it's not meant to look as if the card on the bottom was always there. It's meant to look as if you're just shuffling the cards up, as if you're shuffling the cards up, and whenever they say stop, you just show them the card. I always square them up because it gives it a little bit of time misdirection and you're kind of moving the cards around so they don't really know what's where. But it's basically to force the bottom card and they think it's random. Okay? But another way that you can use it that's a bit more complicated is to have the card on the bottom, but you get a break with your thumb on that side and your finger on the other side, and as you're shuffling them, when you think they're about to say stop or when they start saying stop, you just deposit the card on the top and then you say, there you go, there's your card. Or you just offer it up to them and say, remember your card, or this is your card. So the card is on the bottom. As you're getting ready to do the shuffle, you just count off the bottom card, so you've got a thumb break. Okay, so just keep the break at the bottom of your pinky and with the palm of your hand. Then grab the cards, keeping the break. But you kind of want to do it at an angle. The spectator is over there, and you want to keep it at an angle so they can't see this side in particular and much of this side, because under there, oh, I haven't actually got a break. I was meant to have a bit more of a break on that side, but I don't think it really matters. But you don't want to be showing that. So you want a very small break, if any. You may not need any, actually. Then you say to them, tell me when to stop. And you want to be putting the cards quite in there each time you pull them off. Don't do it from really far away, and then all of a sudden when they say stop, you're more like that. Come in really tight each time, then they say stop, and you just deposit the card there. So take your card, and you know what the card is. I'll just show you that once more. So you'll be holding the cards like this. You come over and just make a quick break as you're sort of picking up the cards. Have your thumb break. It doesn't need to be a massive break. Then start the shuffle and say, just tell me when to stop. And from when you've given them the instructions, you need to be shuffling them fairly snugly like this. Then they say stop, and you just let the bottom card fall off, square it all up, and you force the card. I don't know if anyone actually does it that way. It's just something I was playing around with one day, because I don't know if I got busted or I just felt too uncomfortable saying, hey, tell me when to stop, and then someone would say, yeah, that's just the bottom card. And I think I got busted doing it, or I just felt like I was going to. So I was playing around, and I suddenly thought, what if you just kind of slid off the bottom card? You kind of grip it with your thumb. As you come over, you kind of grip it with your thumb and pull away. And I suddenly thought that basically my line of thinking was that this lot on the top is always changing. You're always depositing this top bit onto here, and it's a random card from here each time is going onto here. So I suddenly thought that's a much better way to do it, but it is a bit more knacky. Whereas the one with it on the bottom is everything squared up, and you're just taking them off and forcing the bottom card. So it does take a bit more. You might want to practice how you're going to come over and take the cards. You want to get a break and kind of put your thumb in to keep the break. You may want to practice how to get into it, the get ready, and shuffling them quite snugly, and then just kind of drop it off or grab it with your thumb. Square it all up, because you're going to be moving everything pretty quick anyway, so you don't need to worry about it looking different to how you're doing the rest of the shuffle. So everything's moving pretty quick anyway. They say stop, you don't know when they're going to say stop. You could be halfway through the shuffle, so you don't know. So it looks natural to do one more, because it should just seem completely random. Okay, to practice that, it's called the Hindu shuffle. It's quite useful. It's very good for forcing your cards for the whole audience. So if I've got people sat around me, all around me in front of me, then I can either nominate one person in the audience to shout stop, and you can just show it to everyone, and you don't need one person to come up and take a card. It's a very natural way to just have someone stop you and you show it to everyone, and then you just cut it into the middle, pass the deck off to be shuffled, whatever you want to do. So it's a very natural way to show everyone at the same time, and then very cleanly just bury it in the middle and someone can shuffle the deck. I'll see you in the next episode.